The person who exhausts you the most is the person you've been kindest to. Look closer. That's not a coincidence, that's a design you remember. The text that says read, and then 3 days of nothing. The half-joking comment at the dinner table that closed your throat, and you couldn't even argue with it. The night you lay there, writing explanations in your head for someone who was never planning to listen. Sound familiar? Then stay right here, because today we open their playbook. 5 moves, word for word, 3 steps to break the hold, 8 lines, 10 laws. And the last thing, the thing these people fear most in the world, it is not your anger. It's something else entirely. I'm saving it for the end, because once you hear it, you will never look at them the same way again. 500 years ago, Machiavelli wrote a line in The Prince that goes, in essence, like this. A man who insists on being good in everything, among so many who are not good, brings about his own destruction. He wasn't telling you to become evil. He was saying out loud the thing you've already felt, every single time you swallowed it to keep the peace and walked away smaller. Kindness without strategy isn't virtue. It's surrender on an installment plan. And the question he'd put to you, cold and flat, is this one. Are you actually being kind? Or are you handing them the knife and holding still? Before we start, type 3 words in the comments. No more reactions. Type it and mean it, because in a few minutes you'll understand why those 3 words are the first weapon. Number 1, what they feed on, because you can't starve something until you know what it eats. Picture this, 11 at night, your phone lights up, one of those messages, the kind with a hook buried in it, and you know it was aimed. And what do? You sit up, you type a long reply, delete it, type it again, delete it. You read their message over and over, hunting for what you did wrong. An hour of your life goes into that screen. And on the other end, what are they doing? Sleeping, soundly, because they already got what they came for, not your answer. An hour of your life, orbiting them. That's the food, not logic. Your reaction, your flinch, your restlessness, your desperate need to be understood correctly. They know you can't stand being misread, and that thing you can't stand, that's the leash in their hand. Now watch the loop, because it's been running in your life for years. They say the thing that cuts. You explain yourself. They go quiet. You get anxious. They escalate. You smooth it over. Then a few calm days, and then the next cut, a closed circle, and every move you make inside that circle teaches them one more soft spot on your body. Burn this in. The man who can't hold his own emotions will be walked around by whoever's holding them for him. You'll say, I'm just keeping the peace. I don't want to make it worse. Look at it honestly. You're not keeping any peace. You're relocating the war from the dinner table into your own chest. Quiet out there, shaking in here. You think you're doing the right thing. You're doing the expected thing. And the expected man is the controlled man. They don't need your love. They just need your hesitation. Their greatest victory is convincing you that responding is your obligation. That you must answer, must explain, must calm them down. Truth is, you don't have to do any of it. You're allowed to sit still, allowed to walk out, allowed to let that message glow on the nightstand until the screen goes dark on its own. And let me plant it one more time so it's in deep. The thing they fear most is not your anger. By the end of this video, you'll have every piece you need to understand that sentence completely. But before you starve them, you have to rebuild the fence. And your fence all these years was built out of the wrong material. Number 2, boundaries. You were taught wrong about this word your whole life. You think a boundary is begging people to respect you. It isn't. A boundary is a law you set and you enforce, and nobody has to agree with it. Toxic people don't cross your boundaries because they can't see them. They see them fine. They cross because they know for a fact you won't do anything. They test once, you laugh it off. Test again, you explain. By the 3rd time, they're not testing anymore. They've moved in. Remember being a kid? The adults taught you. Telling people no is rude. Refusing is selfish. Be nice, be flexible, don't make waves sound sweet. Now think about it. That training doesn't produce good men. It produces manageable men. And a manageable man is useful to everyone except himself. Here's how it actually works out there. A good man with no strategy gets used. A good man with a strategy gets respected. So where do you start? A piece of paper and 5 honest minutes. Ask yourself, who leaves me drained? After every person you spend time with, notice, do you walk away lighter or heavier? Lighter goes on the left, heavier goes on the right. That right-hand column, that's your list. You don't announce it to anyone, but starting today, for those names, the rules change. And here are the exact lines, word for word, take them home. For the friend who only calls when he needs something. I don't have the time I used to for the coworker texting you at 10 at night. I don't answer work messages after hours. For the family member who turns every visit into a courtroom. I'm not getting into that today, and then stop. No apology stapled to the end. No nervous laugh to soften it. No 3 extra sentences of explanation. Because those 3 extra sentences are the crack they're waiting for. They're not afraid of your no. They're afraid of a no with nothing after it. No is not the opening line of a negotiation. It's the closing line. And if somebody gets angry at your boundary, that anger is the proof you put it in the right place. They'll say, you've changed, man. They'll call you cold, selfish, distant, good. That means it's working. The people who benefited from you having no fence will never throw a party the day you build one. But to build it in the right place, you need to see every move they throw. And their moves are slicker than you think. Number 3, their playbook page by page. Move 1, the compliment that slaps. Thanksgiving table, whole family there, and somebody drops it. Bright and cheerful. Well, look at that. You finally did something right for once. The table laughs. You have to laugh along, and your chest is tight, because you know that wasn't a compliment. That was a slap wrapped in sugar, thrown in front of an audience, so you can't swing back. Move 2, the guilt leash. Phone rings, the sigh on the other end. No, it's fine, I'll handle it myself. You're busy, I'm used to it. Or the friend who texts, don't worry about it, I get it. Everybody's got their own life now. Not one word of blame in there. And you hang up feeling like a criminal. And there's exactly one door out of that feeling, which is doing what they wanted. That's not sharing, that's a leash. And one tug moves you. Move 3, the freeze out. You say something they don't like and they go dark. 1 day, 2 days, read no reply. In the house, they look through you like your furniture. Nobody tells you what you did. So you go hunting for your own crime. You lie awake building the case against yourself. And the moment you apologize first, for something you can't even name, they win the round. Move 4, the reversal, kitchen argument. They throw the heavy line first. You finally push back. And instantly, see, this is exactly why I have to talk to you like this. Look how you get, 1 sentence, and the roles flip. The one who swung is now the victim. The one who got hit is now the cause. Stay sharp, or you'll end up apologizing for your own bruise. And move 5, the whisper network. This one you never see happening. You only see the aftermath. Out of nowhere, a mutual friend gets cold at the cookout. The group chat feels different. And much later you find out somebody's been making the rounds, telling your story, their version, 1 ear at a time. While to your face, they stayed sweet as ever. They never hit you, they borrowed everyone else's hands. 5 moves, not personality, not accidents, playbook, and the battlefield isn't out there. It's inside your body. You start weighing every word before you speak, apologizing when you did nothing. Some days you doubt your own memory. That's programming. But here's the key. The program only runs if you react the way you always have. Change the reaction, and the program freezes. Now hold it right there. Your turn to talk. Of the 5 moves, the compliment that slaps, the guilt leash, the freeze out, the reversal, the whisper network, which one have you taken? Type the name of the move in the comments, plus 1 word. Family, friend, or work, no names needed, and watch what surfaces in that comment section. Because the hardest hits almost never come from strangers. And for the men with real nerve, 1 more question. Have you ever run one of these 5 moves on somebody else? Answer honestly. This video is a mirror with 2 sides. Number 4, breaking the hold. 3 steps, simple enough to run this week. Step 1, go flat like water. They toss the bait and wait for you to boil. You don't boil, You look at them, face unchanged, and answer short. That's your opinion, noted. Okay, done. No raised voice, no speech, no jab back. Try it once and watch. You cannot pour gasoline on a spot with no fire. Their drama needs you in the cast. You don't take the role, the show closes. Step 2, let it go cold. The jab of a text lands at 9 at night. The old you answered in 3 minutes with shaking hands. The new you turns the phone face down, takes a shower, goes to bed. Deal with it tomorrow. Or never, because a message like that is a cup of coffee. It only works hot. Every hour you don't answer is an hour they sit alone with the trap they set, wondering why it isn't springing. Step 3, stand up and leave the room. When the conversation starts to turn, the voice climbing, the moves coming out, you do not need to win that conversation. You need to leave it. One line, normal voice. I'm not doing this one today. Then stand up, get water, step onto the porch, head home. No slammed door, no storm face. Walk out like you're going to grab something. That one line weighs more than an hour of back and forth, because now they're sitting alone with exactly the mess they laid out. But listen close to this part, because this is where most men break. Before they let go, they escalate, you go quiet, they dig deeper. You walk out, they cry. They yell, they drag up ancient history, they stage scenes you've never seen before. Don't mistake that noise for love. That's the sound of a hand losing its grip. A gambler about to go broke always bets the biggest hand of the night. A man who doesn't know this in advance thinks he did something wrong and goes back to fix it. You know now, the storm always peaks right before it dies. Stand still, let it die. They cannot handle a man who refuses to breathe their chaos with them. And when they realize the old buttons don't work, they have to face the thing they fear most. They can't run you anymore. Get through that last surge, and you're ready for the bigger move. Not blocking punches anymore, flipping the whole board. Number 5, flip it. Since you were a boy, you were trained to be the peacemaker. Sit down and talk it out. Be the bigger man. Take the high road, but nobody told you this. In a toxic person's hands, your empathy is ammunition. They've already priced you in. Priced in that you'll come running, that you'll explain, that you'll apologize first just to settle the air. They know that script by heart, because you've played the part for years. So what's the move? You do the one thing they never priced in. You stop participating. Stop explaining. Stop running over. Think back. There was a time one text from them, and you'd leave your dinner going cold to answer. They'd sulk, you'd lose sleep, they pull, you follow, they criticize, you defend, now flip it. They text, you finish your dinner first, they sulk, you sleep your full 8 hours, they pull, you stay planted, you're still there, still polite, still saying good morning. But the old button, the one they've been pressing for years, doesn't make a sound anymore. And they notice fast, because for someone who steers you through your emotions, unreadable means bankrupt. The script they spent years writing, you just picked it up and lit it right in front of them. After that, if they get loud, if they tour the family telling everyone how cold you've become, remember what you're hearing. That's not heartbreak, that's withdrawal. They're detoxing off the ability to run you. You're not being cruel, you're being safe, and write this law down. Toxic people don't change when you help them. They change when they lose access to the thing they've been feeding on. And when someone in your life costs more than they bring, every month, every year, you don't have to fight them. You just fade, see them less, tell them less, be around less, no announcement, no showdown. No posting about it, just quietly, steadily, further away. That's how real power moves. Smooth, and it never apologizes. And the sharpest weapon in this whole arsenal is the one you spent your life mistaking for weakness. Number 6, silence. You've been afraid of silence because you thought it meant losing. Not talking back feels like swallowing it. Not responding feels weak, wrong, all of it. Think it through. What do they need from you more than anything? They need you to jump in. Jump into the argument, into the explaining, into proving you're right. Because every sentence out of your mouth is raw material. You say 10 sentences, they'll bend 3, repeat 2 to other people, and save 1 as ammunition for next month. The more you talk, The more of your hand they see, silence hands them nothing. The most dangerous man in any room is the one who doesn't need to talk to be felt. When you go quiet, they can't read you, and what they can't read, they can't steer. The old you heard the loaded comment and fired right back. The new you looks at them for 1 second, 2 seconds, and goes back to what you were doing. That's all, and it rattles them for the rest of the night, because their machine, the one where they press, and you beep, they're pressing, and nothing's beeping. And it doesn't always mean total silence. Sometimes the coldest cut is the short, flavorless reply. Yep, is that right? Noted interesting. Every clipped answer is a door closing softly in their face. They're used to pressing the button and getting a hot response on demand. The power's been cut, they'll panic, push harder, get louder, and the louder they get, the more visible they get. A puppeteer is only scary in the dark. Your silence drags him out under the lights, where the whole family, the whole office, the whole group chat can finally see the strings. Silence is the revenge of the disciplined man. It's not absence. You're still there, still eating dinner, still showing up to work, just out of reach. Let them talk, let them perform, let them choke on the exact same silence they used to punish you with. Because now it belongs to you, and if one day you speak again, it won't be to plead. It'll be to close on your clock under your rules. But a weapon needs ammunition, and the ammunition in this war is sentences. 8 rounds, loaded, number 7, 8 lines, not wall posters. Lines that come out of your mouth when it counts, without a shake in them. Round 1, I'm not setting myself on fire to keep other people warm. Meaning what? Meaning you weren't born to be the furnace for the whole family, the whole office, the whole group. Nobody hands out medals for that kind of sacrifice. They just get used to the heat and complain the day it drops. Round 2, no period, no nervous chuckle attached, no 3 reasons stapled on. Anyone who hears your no and starts haggling was never planning to respect you in the first place. Round 3, I don't have the bandwidth for that, not for the gossip, not for the guilt tour. Your time is finite and that stuff is infinite. Pick. Round 4, you've changed, man. Answer, yeah, I have. The old version put up with this version doesn't. When people say you've changed, agree with them. If it's a change for the better, there's nothing to argue. Round 5, I don't explain myself to people committed to misunderstanding me. You've spent years giving presentations to closed ears. Enough, you don't need them to get it. You need to respect yourself. Round 6, peace isn't found. It's guarded. A house stays peaceful because the door has a lock. A life stays peaceful because it has boundaries. Anyone calling you selfish over that lock is just missing the days your door swung open. Round 7, I'm not quiet because I lost. They think you're weak because you don't fire back. Wrong. You're quiet because you've read the whole script and you're handing back the role. Round 8, you can still love them and still leave. Sounds strange, and it's true. You can wish someone well, remember the good years, and still never sit at their table again. Loving someone doesn't mean handing them your piece to play with. 8 rounds, memorize them, and when the moment comes, deliver them slow, level, no tremor. 1 sentence said at the right moment in a steady voice cuts 1,000 invisible strings. But there's still one question hanging over this whole video, and it's time to answer it straight. If all of this is so obvious, why did you stay so long? Number 8, why it's so hard to leave, and the answer isn't in your heart, it's in a rat cage. Your body answered this a long time ago. The lost sleep. The stomach that drops when their name lights up the screen. Walking on eggshells in your own house. Giving and it's never enough. And still you stayed. Still telling yourself, maybe I just didn't say it right. Next time I'll phrase it better, and they'll finally hear me. Hang in a little longer, and they'll come around, and they never come around. Now hear the rat cage story, and you'll understand yourself. There was a scientist named Skinner who put rats in cages with a little lever. First group of cages, press the lever, food comes out every single time. Those rats ate until they were full and then stopped. Normal, but the second group, he made the food drop at random. Press 10 times, get 1 pellet, sometimes 3 in a row, sometimes 30 presses of nothing. And those rats lost their minds. They pressed that lever like addicts, pressed through meals, pressed through sleep, pressed themselves to exhaustion. Why? Because a reward that comes at random hooks deeper than a reward that comes on schedule. It's the same reason a man sits welded to a slot machine, down 9 hands, dead certain the 10th one pays. Now look at the relationship that's draining you. Isn't it the second cage exactly? 10 days of cold. And then out of nowhere, one warm evening like the old days. A month of cutting remarks, then one kind sentence that melts you. And you stay, not for the good days, for the fact that the good days drop at random, exactly like that lever. You're not weak, you're being run on the same mechanism as a casino floor, installed in your own living room. And here's the hardest part to say out loud. You already knew, you've known for a long time. You saw all of it. Some nights you even whispered it to yourself. This isn't right. But you stayed, because you believed that if you were devoted enough, they'd finally become the person they played in the beginning. Hear this clearly. They won't. Not because they can't, because they don't have to. As long as you're sitting there pressing the lever, why would anything change? That bone-tired feeling of yours, that's not failure. That's the alarm. Every system in your body screaming, this is not survivable long-term. You don't need one more conversation. You don't need the perfect words. The fantasy has to die so the real you can come back to life. It hurts, and on the other side of that hurt is the way out. And so you never crawl back into the cage. You need laws. 10 of them, not suggestions. Laws number 9, your new code, Law 1. Whoever gets angry at your boundary was living off the absence of it. They're not sad you got mean, they're sad the free entrance closed. Law 2, unlimited loyalty makes you a servant, not family. People who truly love you don't run tests to see how much pain you can carry. Law 3, you cannot fix another person for them. You can care, you can help, you cannot carry. Whoever refuses to mend their own life will bill you for the tear forever. Law 4, if you have to argue to prove your worth, you're standing in the wrong room. In the right room, they see it without a presentation. Law 5, silence isn't taking the hit, it's math. You don't argue with a fire, you pull the oxygen. Law 6, guilt is the collar they slip around your neck, take it off. Protecting your own peace is not a crime. Law 7, closure is something you grant yourself, not a form they sign. No understanding required, no apology required. You say it inside, this ends here, and you keep your word. Law 8, access to you is a privilege, not a birthright. Having had a place in your life doesn't reserve it forever. Break the rules, lose the seat. Law 9, the calm man holds the room in any argument. The one who doesn't jump at every poke is the one running the table. Law 10, you are no longer the man they used to steer. You've seen the plays, you've named the game. Next time they try it, you don't flinch. You respond when you choose to, and you leave no crack for them to slip back through. 10 laws, not cruel, necessary, because when somebody lives off your chaos, a boundary is the only act of self-defense left. Enforce it, no emotion, no exceptions. And now, the last 2 doors, 2 versions of you. 10 years out, you only get to pick one. Number 10, close your eyes and look 10 years down the road. Door 1, 10 years from now, still the you of tonight, still typing texts and deleting them. Still soothing, still swallowing, still hoping this time they'll be different. More gray in the hair, more weight on the shoulders, and the loop parked in the exact same spot. Friends thinned out, because you were always busy putting out fires at somebody else's house. Opportunities gone by, because you were busy holding on to a person who never once held on to you. And what did it buy? A shadow, the shadow of the person they played when you first met. Nobody writes songs about the years you wasted. There's no trophy for staying loyal to somebody who was never loyal to your peace. That's one ending, the ending of a kind man with no laws, polite, exhausted, and still smiling. And here's door 2, also you, 10 years out, but a different kind of morning. You wake up and you don't check who's mad at you today. You eat breakfast without weighing every sentence. The phone rings and your stomach doesn't drop. Because at some point, maybe tonight, you said, enough. You stopped soothing, stopped performing, stopped explaining yourself to sealed ears. You walked, not to punish anyone, but to stay in one piece. And the man who walked slowly became somebody else. Gets pushback, doesn't blink, sets a boundary, doesn't explain it anymore, just keeps it. And on the ashes of the old you, something cleaner grew. Peace, the kind you don't ask permission for, the kind that stands still while people try to light it up. They'll murmur, "He's changed, man, he's not like he used to be." They're right, you changed. You had to, because surviving without shedding the old skin isn't surviving, it's rotting slowly in place. Let them tell your story however they want. Their version stopped being your business. The man they remember doesn't exist anymore, and he's not coming back. What's left of you in the end isn't the list of what you endured. It's the line you finally drew, not the people you kept comfortable, the peace you kept. Period. So here's the closing question. 10 years from tonight, when your name comes up, which sentence do you want? He gave until there was nothing left of him, or he stood up, walked out, and never once looked back. Number 11, the quiet exit, and the answer. And when the moment comes, here's how it goes. You don't owe them one last conversation. You don't owe a proper goodbye. You don't owe a performance of pain. You leave quiet, clean, and whole, not to teach a lesson, not to be remembered. You leave because it's finished. The play closed, the board's out of moves. You don't cry in front of them. You don't send the 3-screen text. You don't post a word. You just dim, like a light on a dimmer switch, not a slammed door. Real power doesn't make noise. Real power stands up, leaves the room, and doesn't come back. They'll cast one last line. They'll tell people you turned heartless, but deep down they know why. They know exactly what they did. They were just betting you'd never get strong enough to go. And you are, not because you turned to stone, because you finally see clearly. You don't have to hate them. You just never hand back the key. No second chance at running the exact same play. And the strongest sentence in your entire arsenal isn't, "I'm done." It's the silence right after it. Let it ring. It closes everything on its own. Now, the answer to the sentence I planted in the very first minute. The thing they fear most is not your anger. Think about it. Your anger is a meal, your tears. A meal, your midnight explanations, a meal. The one thing they cannot digest, the thing that starves the entire machine, is this picture. You sitting still, calm and absent from their game, not your rage, your calm absence. Machiavelli closes the book with one idea. There will always be deceivers, because there will always be people willing to be deceived. The only way to win is to take your name off the willing list. And the midpoint question, which move you've taken, it has its ending now. Getting hit is nothing to be ashamed of. Everyone's taken one. But standing in range after you've learned the name of the move, that's a choice. Tonight you learned all 5 names. 3 things to carry out of here. You don't owe anyone closure. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You owe yourself peace. And 10 years from tonight, when they say your name, let it be one sentence. That man, nobody touches him anymore. Type 2 words in the comments. Strategic silence. If starting tonight, you're standing guard over your own peace. And subscribe, because this was only the first page of the playbook we're burning together. Silence isn't surrender. It's the moment you take the wheel.